Female friendships are toxic. We've all heard it. Maybe you've said it. Maybe you've been burned enough times to believe it. But here's my honest truth. I never bought into that narrative. Not because my friendship journey has been perfect, but because I made a decision early on to simply not allow toxic people to stay in my life. What I did struggle with was something quieter, something less dramatic, but just as lonely. Finding the one. That deep, lasting, location proof friendship that actually sticks. My name is Busola Deborah. I am a doctor and a full time content creator. And today, I want to tell you the story of how I finally found my person, what the journey really looked like, and why she and I are now on a mission to show the world what genuine female friendship actually looks like. Stay with me, this one is personal. To understand how much this friendship means to me, you have to understand what my life looked like before it. I trained as a medical doctor. That was the plan. Years of study, sacrifice, late nights, and an identity completely wrapped around that white coat. But life had other plans. I faced some setback in my medical career, and that forced me to step back, and ask a question I was not prepared for. Who am I, if not this? And while I was sitting with that question, I was also carrying something else, something that doesn't get talked about enough. I have lived in 3 countries, Nigeria, the UK, and China. And every single time I moved, I left behind good people, good women. You build something real with someone, you find your rhythm, you become each other's person in that season. And then one of you moves. And no matter how much you both mean it when you say you stay close, life has a way of pulling people into their own worlds. And so, I kept arriving in new places, starting over, building again. Not because I had been hurt, but because the world kept moving me. After a while, I started asking a question. Is there a friendship out there that can actually survive my life? Then I read a book, Friendaholic by Elizabeth Day. Elizabeth Day writes about our own complicated relationship with friendship, the obsession, the losses, the patterns. And she asks this beautiful, uncomfortable question. What are we actually looking for in a friend? That book cracked something open in me. Not because it introduced me to pain I hadn't felt, but because it gave language to something I hadn't been able to name. The grief of good friendship lost not to betrayal but to distance. The exhaustion of rebuilding over and over in city after city, country after country. It made me realize I had been approaching friendship with a scarcity mindset. Like every good friendship I left behind was irreplaceable. Like I was running out of chances to find my person. But what if I had been wrong? What if the right friendship could survive geography? What if the right person wasn't tied to a location at all? I put down the book and something in me had shifted. I stopped grieving what distance had taken. I stopped quietly accepting that deep friendship was a seasonal thing, something you have and then lose as life moves you along. And I opened myself up to something more permanent, almost like the universe heard me. I met her. I won't over romanticize the beginning because honestly, it started simply. We just clicked. The kind of click that doesn't need a lot of explanation. But what made this friendship different from everything I had built before was that from the very start, it was never about location. We built it intentionally. We showed up for each other across time zones, across busy seasons, across the beautiful chaos of our individual lives. She became my best friend. Not because she was nearby, but because she was consistent, because she was safe, because she was genuinely, wholeheartedly rooting for me and I for her. And I need you to hear this because this is the whole point of this video. That kind of friendship is real. It exists. It is not just something from a film or a distant memory from your school days. You can have it, but first, you have to believe you deserve it. And you have to be willing to be that kind of friend in return. Now, the beautiful face you're seeing right now belongs to a dear friend of mine, Chisom. that I met recently when I moved to Abuja. And this was a beautiful day we shared together. This is to say, female friendship in all its forms deserves to be celebrated. It doesn't have to be your best friend to be worth showing up for. Okay, for those of you who have been here for a while, you know what time it is. Welcome to Chinese Corner, where I teach you useful words or phrases. On today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you how to say friend. In Chinese, friend means 朋友. Peng, originally described as a flock of birds flying together, moving in the same direction, at the same pace, without forcing it. Yo means someone who reaches out their hand to support you. So, a friend in Chinese is literally someone who naturally moves in your direction and holds out your hand when you need it. I love that so much, because that is exactly what this friendship has been. No force, no performance, just two people flying in the same direction. Say it after me. 朋友. And that's it for Chinese Corner. So here is what happened next. My best friend and I started talking about everything we had learned, about long distance friendship, about showing up intentionally, about what actually makes female friendships last versus what quietly lets them fade. And we kept coming back to the same frustration. The narrative around female friendships is overwhelmingly negative. Women are painted as competitive, petty, unable to truly support each other. And we just kept thinking, that is not our experience. That has never been our experience. Not because we have been lucky, but because we have been intentional. So, we decided to show that. We started an Instagram page at friendshipdiaries_24, where we share what genuine female friendship looks like in real life. Not curated, not perfect, but real and intentional. We talk about navigating long distance, how we communicate, how we handle the hard seasons, what we have learned, and how we continue to actively choose each other. We are not here as relationship experts. We are a duo who found something rare and want to protect it, and who genuinely believe that more women deserve to experience it too. If that resonates with you, come follow us. The link is in my description box. And the beautiful thing about genuine friendship, it is contagious. The people around us feel it too. So I'll let Chisom take it from here.
Hi guys, welcome back to Busola's channel. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you don't do it, I'll come for you. Legally.
See? She gets it. And if she convinced you, hit that subscribe button. I would genuinely love to have you here. I started this video pushing back on a narrative I have never personally accepted, that female friendships are toxic. But I also want to acknowledge something. The longing is real. The disappointment is real. The exhaustion of almost friendships, distance, and starting over, that is all real. You are not too much. You are not too late. You have not missed your window. You just haven't found your 朋友 yet. Your person. The one who flies in your direction and holds out her hand. Don't stop looking for her. If this video meant something to you, please share with a woman in your life who needs to hear it. And if you're new here, subscribe. I would love to keep showing up in your world. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Mwah.